Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. How are you? How was your weekend? Okay. Let's see. What did I do? Decluttered stuff. The Lord told me to do it, so I'm cleaning stuff out. What do we got going on? Headlines, world news. I'm more interested on how you guys are doing. Has anybody heard from Roman? I haven't seen him for a week. I get worried about people if their health is bad or not. We want to always pray for them. What else is going on? Apparently, Rocco is out with wifey getting dresses. And Rock, the reason Donna won't let you try one on is because you have to go prepared. Like your shoes and purse have to match, honey. She's just saving you some embarrassment. I'm just saying. Okay. News, world news. I don't know. Trump signed a bunch of executive orders this morning. You're welcome, Dancing Queen. So, yeah, if you guys remember last week, Dancing Queen had asked about a baby quilt. And all I kept getting was pink, 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 pink. I didn't know. Was it a pink room? They weren't very specific. But apparently she went to like a storage closet and it was on a shelf, but apparently there was a pink lid, like to a storage container that was over it or on the shelf or something like that. So I guess that's why I was picking up pink, but she found the quilt. So yay, Dancing Queen. Okay. And it's a beautiful quilt. She sent me a picture of it. What else do we have going on? Oh, to my RV people. Allegedly. Should I put that banner up? No. Allegedly, in someone's opinion, Majid, he's another kind of guru. He's in Saudi Arabia. Doesn't think that any of the currencies will revalue for under $1. That's his opinion. And we'll take it for that. So allegedly. So if you guys want to go do your math, that's fine. What else do we have going on? Jeff, if you're listening, I got your email and I will answer your question. I want to congratulate Miss Angie. She got her job and has done her training at the Wellness Center. So good for you. Congratulations. Yeah, Jen, she was on with Maria. He was on with Maria. Yeah, and it's his opinion. And that's okay. But I will share their opinions with you. And then you can use discernment. I'm starting questions, guys. Go ahead and put your questions in. I do have coffee questions. Joe Petrie, my love, sent me a question and that quick little video that Mark Atwood put up. He found it ironic, or is there a calm behind Trump and the crew last week being so relaxed and not wearing ties? You know, there's usually calms in what he's wearing or not wearing, or what. Don't take that wrong. So I did a little deep dive into that. Mark was trying to get at, when people are done with business or commerce, they, one of the first things they do is take off their tie. They're relaxed. So I pulled cards and it did confirm, yes, there were comms behind it because everybody in the office didn't have ties. And it said, yes, that it was financial. And then it was specifically, is it a sign that it got us out of the slave system? It was a huge confirmation, yes, with an ace. But we have to wait just a short period of time before the announcements are made. And it's to my understanding that everything is in his hands right now. I think that he's getting National Guard positioned so he can flip the switch. My opinion. Okay. The hubby is home today. Hello, hubby. He didn't hear me. He's old. All right. Starring. Oh, inquiring minds today. Gotcha. I don't think you guys can see him, but Mr. Boomer is crashed out over here in the chair. He's been very clingy. All right. A few more questions and then we'll pause. What else is going on? So yeah, I pulled cards for Joe Petrie on Mark Atwood, and that's the answer that I got. So yeah, we're waiting. All right. So I did those messages. Next Monday is Labor Day, and Lee's off that day, so I may not have a show. I will post that in my community page. I have to look at the rest of my schedule. Yep, Jen, I do have a reading with you tomorrow. Tomorrow I am booked. I have readings every hour on the hour. It'll be a very busy day for me, but that's okay. I was out sick for that while, and I have to make up rescheduled appointments plus already scheduled appointments. And if I end up back to back, it's my own doing, but it'll be okay. Take a day off. I do not compute. I do not understand. You speak different language. There'll be a day where I'll be able to pause completely, but then I'll just have a new list of things to do. It's usually how it goes. No, Jen. I've got you on the schedule. That just means I'd bump you back, and that would just congest it later in September. So let's just get it done. No worries. There's Miss Patty. How are you, love? How is it back home? Crazy. You ready to go back on vacation? All right. I've got a little bit more room for a few more questions if you want to put them in, and then we'll deep dive into the coffee ones. Yeah, I agree, Lisa. That's his opinion that it would happen before September 1st. Yep. It'll happen when God says so, and then he tells Trump, okay, go time. I know they have a plan. We're not part of that club. That's all right. And those of you that are not involved in humanitarian or currencies, I'm not going to apologize. It's just an easier way to get the word out there to everyone that's listening. Just bear with me. We do send our best vibrations and love out to King and Nadia as they continue their me time. Oh, and Miss Renee, if you're listening, I did get that financial gift that you sent for King. He has it. It was successful. It's all good. If you need confirmation from him, I reckon you can reach out to him some form or another. What else is going on in the world, guys? Anything? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what it was. No idea. You miss King and Nadia? I know. But we respect their time. I know that King needed the time, and Nadia needed some me time. She's always helping everybody else, and she needed to spend some time with Snyder Boy. So we totally understand. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put our pause banner up, and I will go to the coffees. We'll do the coffees, and then we will get the stars. And if we still got time left over, we'll open them back up. All right. All right. Let's do this. I have to refresh it. It's been open for a minute. There we go. Joe Petrie has the first one. All right, love. Hey, Jen, I talked with Mom about going to gather her fractal from the timeline where I'm her only child. If it's okay with Source Creator, she's not been around much lately. Will the cards tell me if she's going to find herself? And is Source in agreement with us bringing our fractals in? Okay. All right. So we're just kind of looking to see if this is going to kind of complete the process. Is it time? Is it ready? Let's bring up our card view. And I'll swing around here and we'll answer. What's the weather like by you guys? It is like 75, overcast. It's very fallish, but I know that it'll heat back up again. I think we're going to end up closing the pool down for the season. A little man started, he's got another year of pre-K, so he started today. He called me this morning. He was not going to go to school unless he talked to his May and his papa. What else is going on? Happy birthday in heaven to my grandfather. I think that's what I was forgetting. Yeah, very fall weather. I just don't think it'll last. I think it'll heat back up. I don't think fall has come in yet. The trees are still very green. Just a high hint of yellow starting. All right, Joe. Is it okay to wrangle these fractals in? She about done. Yeah, she's quite happy. This is a good sign. Oh, yeah. There's your strong yes. Absolutely. That means take action. So this could be a meditative prayer thing that you can do, calling them in. Yeah, absolutely. King of Wands is all about taking action, getting it done. Wrap it up, complete it, get it over with. This guy doesn't want you to. He likes those fractals chained to the other densities. Well, you know what to tell him, honey. Yep, it's time to rest. It's time to let Mama completely rest. And then you pull that fractal. But this is a huge confirmation. Absolutely. That's a green light. Go time. You do your thing. You could do a final ceremony, goodbye, something, something, something. Whatever makes you feel better. Everybody's different. Okay. Okay. What else we got? Make sure I'm not missing one. Okay. It's Miss Waletta. Good morning, Benadryl Queen. All right. Hi, Jen. Happy Monday. Message from Spirit for this week. Please and thank you. Yes, we're all going to pray for you that you don't kill anyone. How about that? All right. What do we got, Violetta? How's your week going to go? You just tell them ahead of time, look, it's Monday. I ain't putting up with your crap this week. There you go. Why do I think Wyletta one of these days she's gonna pack her bags? Like once the RV happens, she's just gonna not gonna tell anybody. She's gonna pack her bags. She's gonna go on a private vacation. You don't have to go by yourself. You can call us up. We'll go with you. I'm just saying. All right. First of all, don't worry about it. It already feels like it's gotten off to a quick start, a little jumpy. This guy can be a little reckless if you don't knee-jerk reactions. Like don't jump to things too quick. It's like slow down, think it through. You've been telling people to FO for a while now. Okay, good for you, love. Okay, Joe, good. All right. All right. Good. So she's completed her cycle. That's good. So we celebrate her then. Wyletta, honey, this is wishes being granted. Happy, happy, happy. Here this later in the week, you're going to be taking action. What you going to be doing? Are you traveling? Do you have a trip planned? Are you going somewhere? I know as a mama, and you got teenagers and everything else, so you may keep the roads hot because you always got. Oh, well, okay. Spirit says it's a secret. We don't really know what you're going to be doing. Okay. Maybe it's an indication that you're going to spend a little more time in the spiritual, because High Priestess can mean that, but she's very secretive. You're going to. I'm just wondering if you're going on some kind of secret trip. Maybe you're going to go secretly RV and not tell the family, and then you're going to go on vacation. I'm telling you. Just saying. All right. Doreen, questions are paused, but I'm going to start. If we got time, we'll get to it. Miss Lisa Sears. All right. You're going to have a great week, Wyletta. I wouldn't worry about it. But they are being a little secretive later on. Just go with it. Nothing negative. Okay. Miss Louise, how are you, love? Are the wildfires here clean up? Are they natural? Or an excuse to bring in the National Guard? Miss Louise is in California. So, okay. Good question. I don't really think Trump needs an excuse to bring in the National Guard. I mean, California is a reason in itself, but let's see. So first we're asking if it's cleanup. Are they cleaning stuff up? Which basically the reading will indicate who is this natural or good guys, bad guys. If I get the Empress, that's Mama Gaia. It means natural lightning. Or if you guys have been around long enough, you'll probably see the cards and the answer before I have a chance to explain it. Yeah, it's cleanup. First of all, the stories they're telling you are all crap. You probably put that together already. But this is not to be concerned about. This is divine protection. This is something that has to be done so they can refresh, renew. Okay. Just as justice. Ignore what they're trying to tell you it is. Now, does it displace some people? Yes. But I get the feeling just intuitively that who they're displacing is necessary. Uprooting the bad guys, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is a good victory. We just need to give it a little time. Okay. So, man made, not natural. Good guys are doing it. Uh, this can represent a military card. Is this military operation to bring in the military? Yeah. So for communities, they're going to need more military to stand the ground. So yeah, absolutely. They're kind of clearing the way. It's all kind of tied together. We just put the pieces together. But yeah, you're right on track. Let's still pray for the people being affected, the innocent. I know casualties of war are always a horrible thing, but let's pray for nature, wildlife. We don't we don't want to lose our wildlife and our precious trees. I always think about those kind of things. I agree, Jojo. Waiting for Chicago, then on to New York. Yeah, and now he's saying Boston and Baltimore as well. Those big issues will probably be last. Okay. All right. Let's jump back over here. All right. Hi Terry. Any insight or message regarding my tooth pulled today? Oh, Terry, are you talking like this? I'm just curious. That's messed up. It's like half your face numb. Well, these are beautiful cards. I mean, this is give a little time for yourself, but it's also the divine creator. This was meant to do. He kind of gave you a little nudge to do it because you kind of had doubts. I don't really want to do it. Dentists are still big pharma, but he kind of said, yeah, go ahead and do it. No, this is all good. Beautiful. You took action. This is great. They're very proud of you. Um, in the future, you may have more problems later. You might end up losing some more teeth. You just, I think money is a big issue right now. That's a huge problem. Dentistry is so expensive, and insurance companies will rob you blind. Yeah, it'll be okay. I get more healing. This is more of a healing. You'll be completely healed. Is this med bed eventual? Yeah, get excited. Yeah, it'll be. There you go. This is beautiful. I think it'll get to the point where you know that you need more dental work done. I mean, I do. Everybody, I know a lot of people that do, but the med bed will be the final thing. But your tooth, did you have a wisdom tooth pulled? Just curious. You don't have to tell me. Just curious. Because I don't get that if you're worried that some people don't believe that you should have your wisdom teeth taken out. And I mean, I agree to a point, unless they're causing real problems. But with that divine creator card in there, I don't get that it's going to give you any issues at all. Okay. Oh, wow. Gosh, you had them pulled when you were young. Okay. Well, you're good for right now. You may have a little trouble down the road, but I get that med beds are going to fix all of it. Okay. Uh, Doreen, that's okay. Don't worry about it. All right. Let's, Marcy. When in a stasis state, will we have will we then have health restored and wake up younger? The read there's names for these med beds, and I get them mixed up because there's rejuvenation, which I think is the younger, if you want to take years off. They start with R's, and I can't always remember what they are, but there are different ones. It's your choice, but yeah, when it those things take a little bit longer. I think they're like a 2 to 3 day process, but when you're in stasis, if we're talking about med beds, yes. But I'll pull cards anyway. And then there's supposed to be some kind of story that you come back and tell your family. And like, why do you, when you're looking at your adult children and you look younger than they do, I think it'll be funny. I think it'd be hilarious. We just wake up younger. I don't need to be younger. I just need to not hurt. You know what I mean? Yeah, so this is under stasis. You're distracted while the healing's going on. Oh. Now that puts a twist on it because I haven't gotten that reading. Let me explain. This is almost like this is inner arguing. Like you're going to argue with yourself. Do I really want to have this done? If you choose to, yeah, this is exactly what's going to happen. You will wake up younger. So there's your solid yes. Okay. But for those that do not want to return to their normal life, this is moving away from those secretive lands beyond the ice shelf to the Tartarians. Does that make sense? If you're not understanding, we've discussed this many times. If you're new here, maybe you don't understand. It's almost like you'll be given the choice to live in the new, well, they're new to us, but beyond the ice shelf in the true Tartarian life. It'll be a struggle for some people. Like, do you want to leave your family and we'll just kill you off? Does that make sense? It's going to be an option. Just curious if you understand what I mean, but yeah, it's an option you surely can do. Kind of like they highly recommend you don't go back to your old life. Yeah. I don't have a fear of getting older. I just make everything work correctly and not sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. That'd be great. All right. Back to the coffees. Miss Patty. Hi, honey. I just got my new puppy and I want to know, was she and I meant to connect? I feel her in my soul. Of course. Of course. Your new puppy's name is Maggie. She's a little shih tzu. Shih tzu. Okay. Let's see. Were you meant to connect? Anytime that we take on pets, even if I didn't want another pet, but here they are. Yeah, that's divine intervention. Let's see. What kind of connection does Miss Patty have with Miss Maggie? I almost get that she is a pet that you had when you were younger. she's just kind of come back around. I'm just curious, Patty, does she have some personality traits that remind you of a pet that you've had? Yeah, she's come back around. This little baby Paige. She, that one right there. This is childhood memory. She is, and see the little puppy in the chair. She is from Remy. I haven't got to questions in the stars yet. Um, Different density. You've had Maggie before. She's just come back in to help you. So the companionship between you two is very, very important. She's to keep your thoughts positive because you can tend to get in a negative state. She's to keep you going on your mission. All right. To not make you feel left out, that you have somebody with you. This is like I don't feel connected. I don't have anybody. So yeah, that's why she's back in your life. But definitely, you have had a history with her. I love this. She's gonna make you feel youthful again and keep you on your toes. She is active, rambunctious, and into everything. Well, that's all right, Miss Patty. Here shortly, you're gonna have new money to buy new furniture, so don't worry about it. Yeah, this just bring happiness and joy. But she is one of your pets from your childhood. Okay. Don't you love it when that happens, Terry? You say, I'm not getting any more pets. I said that, and then Boomer was born, and then we lost Michael right when Boomer was born. And Boomer just, he wasn't going anywhere. Yeah. Yes, a boxer I had that was stolen. Yeah. There's something about Maggie's personality that reminds you of that dog, and it's her all over again. She come back to keep you on your toes and to chew on them and your furniture and everything else. Yep. She's got a purpose. But congratulations on your should we have a baby shower? See, we've been getting new babies. We don't stop and think they could be fur babies, right? All right. All right. Hi, Miss Sandy. We just found out our daughter is pregnant again. Woohoo! Talking about new babies. Will the pregnancy go well? Result in a healthy baby? And what sex will the baby be? All right. Well, we'll take this one at a time. But congratulations, Cindy. Okay. This pregnancy be successful? Now, I've had to tell people that sometimes they're not, but I'll always be honest with you. I don't know if it helps to prepare if I say something could go wrong, but I'm not gonna lie to you. But we're manifesting a healthy baby. Will this pregnancy be healthy and successful? Of course, we want mama to be healthy and have a successful pregnancy as well. This baby. Hmm. Hmm. Let's give me a little bit of both. Be patient with me. Okay. Miss Cindy, I have twins here. I haven't got into or what sex are they. I'm a little concerned for one of them. You do have a complete success with one of the pages, that it's nothing to worry about. We're starting out a little rocky, and then we have one that survives, one doesn't. But I almost get, you see, this is twins. I almost get that the twin that doesn't make it very, very early on. Now you got a bunch of nines in here, so she'll successfully give birth after a full, complete 9 months. So I don't get premature here. But it's like as soon as the twins are conceived, there's one that just doesn't make it, but the other one does. She may not even know it. There's a victory card, so that's beautiful. And there's the star card. I almost get that the other twin is just going to go to the star family and be kind of like a guardian. This is hope, healing, and optimism. That's still kind of rotten news. It's good news, but it's rotten news. Yeah, it's just like when the egg splits, there's twins, but almost as soon as the egg splits, that it's one's gone and the other one stays. I hope that makes sense. Let me see if I see boy or girl. I could use the pendulum, but I have a way that I do it with the cards. Thank you, Spirit, but I'm done with that. Thank you. That's just confirming, yes, the loss of a twin. And I get that one's a girl. Really? Yeah. And the second one is a boy. You lose the girl and the boy survives. I will get a second confirmation though. Okay, let's do this. Are there or were there twins? Yes. Will only one survive? Reset, please. Will only one survive? Yes. The one that moves on to Star Family, what is its gender? Reset, please. Thank you. Is pulling and tugging. Okay, so the one that is lost is a girl. Reset. Can you tell me the sex of the one that is healthy and born? And there's the boy. Okay. All right, so that confirms just what I got on the cards. So I'm sorry for the loss, even if she's not aware of it, but congratulations at the same time. That's kind of one of those weird answers, but oh, Jen's got to leave. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll call you. You better make sure it's charged before tomorrow. Okay. All right, guys. So Cindy, there you go, honey. Good afternoon, Jen. Well, good afternoon, someone. I recently found out my granddaughter, Leanne, Lena, I'm a redneck. It's going to get pronounced the way it's spelled. Lena is pregnant and due all these babies and due December 28th. What is the baby sex? Please and thank you. All these babies. Well, congratulations. All right. Well, we'll start with pendulum. All right. Someone wants to know the sex of their granddaughter's baby. Could you please tell us, boy or girl, please? Well, it's swinging girl. Let's see if we can get the same out of the cards. And how I do that is pages will show up. Some look masculine, some look feminine, but I look for the queens or the kings, and that tells me the difference. What is the sex of this baby? That baby's due 28. That's the day before little man's birthday. It's crazy having a baby around Christmas. It's insane. Right. Uh-oh. Picking up on complications, and that's a doctor card. Successful. I'm asking for the sex, please. Girl. Yeah, those are feminine cards. This is going to take a toll on mommy. Yeah. She may get told to what some options are, that it's best. Good, healthy baby. I get girl on both reads. I'm a little concerned about mama being on bed rest. It may take its toll. So, Mary, it might get to the point that she. Why do I keep thinking it's her blood pressure? I wonder if she's had preeclampsia before, or if she's been pregnant. It'll get better, though, but it's going to take bed rest. But I get girl, Miss Mary. Congratulations. Mommy had 2 shots. So, yeah, I'm more worried about mom's health, and I get that it's blood pressure related. And we all know that with the myocarditis and all that stuff, baby girl is okay. Mama might have some problems. So let's pray for her, okay? All right. Uh-oh. Why it does that? All right. Wings, you better keep this on air. All right. You're welcome, honey. Wow, Terry. My gosh. They just like holiday babies. Okay. All right. I think that's it for the coffees for now. I'll go back and check them. My internet's insane right now. Y'all put a blessing on it. All right, let's go over here to our stars. We're going to start with Moon. I just realized I have 20 starter questions. Let's go ahead and close questions. All right. Moon, what do we got, love? Friday, a person named, y'all in these names. Shane. Okay. Jumped to his death. Oh, gosh. Leaving behind his children. It was told he had complained about being chased by demons, suffering with depression. Is he still being tormented? Bless his heart. Shane. Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Sorry. Yeshua came in to explain that. I still pull cards, but of course I take Yeshua's word for it. And I will tell you what he said. He said the devil was after Shane. He is not being tormented anymore. God doesn't hold it against a person not in their sound mind. He knew Shane's heart. Okay. He was literally tormented. And they're the ones that told him that he needed to jump. All right. All right. Let me explain this reading because I know you're thinking, aces mean yes. That means he's being tormented. Yeah, at first. But this is the Emperor. It could be Yeshua card for me. Yeshua comes in and says, no, it is time to rest. Now he's good. He's happy. He's sitting pretty. Yeshua and Michael got him. Yeah. Yeah, he's a warrior. They don't hold that against him. Because demons, they love mental illness. They love messing with your mind. God doesn't make people suffer because their mind is messed up. He judges them by their heart. Okay. And so I want you to don't blame yourself either. If you are, you can't do the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Just know that he's okay. And now we pray for his children. Okay. You're welcome, honey. All right. Waleta. Will my mom have a safe flight and stay in Poland? You want her to stay in Poland? Maybe I just read that wrong. Okay. Safe flight. Okay, we'll do it on two rows, he said. So the top row will be the flight. The second row will be, will she stay in Poland? She'll have a safe flight, but she may have a little bit of a time delay. It may be a little delayed, just a little bit. Military operation. Okay. Will she stay in Poland? She will, but it's almost like there's a temptation. She'll almost get afraid. It'll take her a while to feel comfortable there. I don't know. Are they involved in the Ukrainian war? I'm just curious. I'm not keeping up with it, but you probably know. It's like she wants to come back, but it's going to take her a while to come back due to her finances. Will she come back eventually? Yeah, I get that she's going to eventually come back to you. Flight is safe. Maybe has some delays. She's got some fear. It'll take her a little while to come back. There's something going on that she's got to hold on just a little bit longer, and then she'll get to come back to you. I almost get that she's going to permanently make a contract to come back with you and stay with you. Paperwork's going to be a nightmare, though. Okay, well, right. What do we got? Moon's got the next one. Shane's father be able to gain custody of the children. Well, I'm assuming that Mama's not around then. He didn't have a last will and testament or anything. I'll just make guesses. Get custody of the children. Yeah. He's going to have to prove that he can financially do it. Yeah, that's the big question. Can he financially do it? He'll have some tough decisions to make. I almost get, it's going to be a rough road. Who's the female? She's in jail. There's a strong female that can object, delay the process. Whether she's in jail or not, they may take her word or somebody. There's a strong female that's going to come in here and kind of delay things. But she'll eventually walk away and it'll reverse. Does that mean he'll get the kids? Yeah, they're still worried about money, but there's your success. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a little rocky. It's not going to be cut and dry. He just goes and gets them and has permanent custody. There's going to be a little bit of a battle, and there's this strong feminine energy in here that's going to voice her opinion. But eventually, if he can invest the money with lawyers and prove that he can take them in, he will, but it's not going to happen overnight. He'll have a fight on his hands. Okay. All right. Miss Sharon has the next one. Has the time changed on Camp Lejeune issue? Things change daily. Boy, don't they? Constantly. Timing on this Camp Lejeune settlement. Sharon, I just get the feeling that they're going to tell you, be patient. Ugh. I almost feel like there's your RV before you get Camp Lejeune settlement. Or they'll put it in that, include it. New information. Which, shall we translate that to stall tactic? Yeah, the military is presenting new evidence. They want to redo contract something. They're looking at deals, settlement deals. But you have 2 victory cards here. It's almost new information has come forward, and the military is going to redo the settlement. They're very secretive. But you have 2s. Give it another couple of weeks. No more than 2 months, because I usually don't. It doesn't really push out in months. It's usually days or weeks. But you have success. There's some secret stuff, new information that they have found to redo the settlement. But those are 2 victories for you. But it's very secretive right now. But you've got 2s here. So, yeah, Sharon, be patient. You may RV before this happens. All right. Okay. Wings is showing me that they have to be careful that it's all done by the book because they don't want somebody to appeal and come back later with some other thing. They want to include something else. I don't know what that means, but okay. You don't want them going in the foster system. And I agree. Now, they have to exhaust all, well, they should. It's the way the system is supposed to be. They should exhaust all family members before they put them in foster care. Okay. Miss Deb, honey. Who's in control of Syria now? I'm not going to answer that right off the bat. Let's see what the cards say. Or not. Wayne said it'd be easier to read through pendulum. Who is in charge of Syria now? That's what I thought. Jordan. Yeah, Jordan. The country of Jordan. Okay. Sometimes it's confusing, but following the orders of Trump, if that makes sense, because they have to redo their election system. But it says Jordan. I wish I could give you more details, but that's what they give me. Jen's got the next question. Well, maybe she'll watch it. She told me to skip it and give it to somebody else, but we'll do it. You put it in there. That's fine. Am I going to be staying in Pennsylvania for humanitarian? Do you want to? A lot of it has to do with free will. We'll look for a yes or no. You might be somebody that moves around a lot. A lot of people are going to have different homes in different states or countries. You know, maybe it's global. Well, let's see. I know when they want us to kind of start out locally to kind of get our feet wet and get comfortable. But let's see. Your gut is already telling you. You got to trust your instinct. You're kind of wanting to move. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're going to stay in Pennsylvania for a little while. All right. Until you can get some things established there with family. Okay. And then when you're going to get this itching that you want to move on, that you don't want to be stuck there. And that's when you will strategically, you're going to be very, very careful around the timing and who it affects. But you eventually will leave Pennsylvania. But you're going to be there for a little while. Okay. But you want to make sure that all of your family is established. and set up for generations, and then you will move on. Okay. So you'll stay there for a little while. All right. Remy's got the next one. Any messages for me? Well, let's see. I need to refresh this coffee page again. Okay. We're good. All right, Remy. Let's see. Hmm. Where's the worry coming from, Remy? I can feel it. Are you worried about your granddaughter? All right. Well, you got financial worries. You need financial help. You got some tough decisions. You got fear that it's not going to last much longer. Well, you're not going to have a problem. This is sovereign, independent, plenty of money, but someone's offering you a gift. Of course, be strategic of who you tell about this. Yeah. Financially, you're going to be set for generations. These are generational cards. Money is not a problem. That worry needs to go away. But there's also worry about a person. And I get that it may be the baby. It's just, I just have to base it on what I feel. Because they kind of give me the same feelings that I would feel if I was worried about one of the grandbabies. But Remy, you have a beautiful reading that you're very concerned right now about holding it down financially. You've got a lot of, is this money going to last? How much longer? Barely making it, but it says you're going to come out of it just fine. We just need to get rid of that worry. So baby's got the next one. Can my health problems be fixed with natural remedies? Let's see. Basically, this is a yes or no. Because without knowing the health problems, we don't know what little tinctures and stuff to tell you. But you know that you can reach out on one of the group pages or emails or something. So we need a yes or no. Natural remedies. Will that solve the health problems? You're already doing that. You're already seeking to do natural remedies. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's the stuff that we can't see is the problem. Because this is a band-aid over lingering issues that's been around a while. These are genetic. That's a genetic generational thing. So some of this stuff has just in the DNA. So you've got natural remedies that you can do that just kind of temporarily help it, but without fixing the DNA. This is laying down in a med bed, those secret little things that they've got. Yeah. It's a combination of lifestyle change, getting rid of the crap that we eat, the poisons that they give us constantly. Natural remedies can help with some of it, but you've got the genetic underline of the DNA, and that's a med bed thing because that's laying down in a med bed and letting them get to the root, the secret DNA, and bringing that out, if that makes sense. Do what you can to feel better, but some of it is going to have to be med bed, if that makes sense. Okay. Remy, the baby's very sick. Yeah, there's a heavy burden, heavy worry. I felt that. Okay. So the baby, yeah, work with well, I don't want to volunteer anybody. That's not my place, but Sister Terry knows a lot about that kind of stuff. Jules does. There's a lot of people in the community here, and I'm sure they're willing to throw out some ideas. Okay. Will it last till the med beds come out? What do we have for future here? They're strong, yes, absolutely. Yeah. It'll actually happen a lot quicker. You'll be able to leave quite quickly to get into a med bed. It's a military operation. It says yes. So do what you can in the meantime. Do everything in your power to do the corrections. The band-aids, it's better than nothing. And then the DNA stuff, the med beds will help. Okay. All right. And we as prayer warriors will lift you up in prayer, and we all know that that can completely heal you. Okay. Wow, Wyletta, your mom is going for 2 months. I did find out today that apparently you can't send packages from Europe to the US. They don't know how to count tariffs. That doesn't make any sense. Tariffs are for exporting and importing trade on a massive scale. It shouldn't affect the um, postal service. Oh, okay. That's crazy. All right. Jojo, can I get an update message from my guides, angels, or higher self for this new week? Yep. Okay. All right. Ow. Are you having an abdominal pain? If you're not, somebody is. I'm picking up on somebody having abdominal pain. All right, Judges week. Yes, and a lot of it. Yeah, I feel it. Good grief. You just want it to balance out. Your week, you're going to have a good week. You just need a little more balance. Hard to do with a little one running around, isn't it? I know what you're going to tell me. I know what you're going to tell me because this is telling you you really just need to set some boundaries and only do so much. And you're like, yeah, right. I have a child in my house. This is hang in there. Okay. Later in the week, it's going to get a lot better. Okay. You're just going to kind of be, uh, you need to invest more time in yourself and set boundaries and say, look, I can't do it. I know. I can hear you. Yeah, right. Between taking care of, Skip and the baby and everything else going on, it's kind of hard. I know. Try to do your best. If baby naps, you nap. Okay. It's kind of like that newborn rule. Remember those? But later in the week, it'll get better. You'll have more energy. Um, yeah, you kind of, if you set the boundaries, you have to set the boundaries. Okay. Because this is celebration. You'll be happy later in the week. All right. Still a get her groove back, but you've got to kind of take it easy. All right. Yeah. Whew, that's strong abdominal pain. Good grief. All right. Colleen, is my son Matthew okay? I got really emotional the last time I texted with him. Okay. You just want to know if he's okay? Whew, ear ringing. How do I get that Hillman's toxin code? He doesn't really tell you much. What he does tell you is not. Ugh. Okay. I don't like this. Is he fighting an addiction? It's like before in the past, he had a new outlook on life. He was starting over. Everything looked great. And then he kind of gets in the wrong crowd. And now these are fighting temptations, things that make you feel stuck. And normally, when I read these cards together, it's like an addiction, something that keeps him down. Could be drinking, could be drugs, could whatever addiction means to that person. This is a hit rock bottom in order to get back up on his feet. He needs a redo, but it's not going to happen unless there's a collapse here. I don't know, Colleen. He's so secretive with information, and I think that he may, because he's hoodwinking you, is just curious if you know if he has an addiction to anything or is he's tied up in something. He's just not telling you the whole story, and he's going to have to hit rock bottom and then strategically come back. If he's, you're going to have to be patient with him. There's your temperance. Watch and wait. All right. You've said all you can say. You've invested in him. Watch and wait because he has free will and he's going to do his thing. All right. That's one of, I know it's hard as a parent. I do it all the time with my grown ones. It's let go and let God. Like, I did what I could. They're in your hands now. There's just something there that it's like he's hiding, and um I think you're picking up on something's wrong, but he's not. He was going through some stuff. I'll see him in 2 weeks. Okay, well, be patient. Give him some time. But there's something that this is a temptation card that he feels stuck. He can't get out of. So, I mean, it could be any addiction, like gambling, um, women. I don't know. Men, I shouldn't assume it's just a woman, but sex, anything like that can be considered an addiction. He's just very secretive, but it said give him some time. And if you're with him, he might break down in front of you, and you might be able to help him that way. Okay. All right. Joby's got the next one. Why is my stepfather always promising to invest in our business plan but not investing? Promises, promises, promises. Don't you love it? Okay. I'm behaving myself. I know what I would tell him. Because he doesn't have it to invest. He's hoping your business will get better and he can have a chunk of that. It's all a lie. He doesn't have it. This is smoke and mirrors and lies. He got some secrets. He's hoping that you will be successful to help him move out of troubled waters, that you can be independently strong. Joby, honey? Yeah, that's one of those put up or shut up, call his bluff. Well, if you want to invest, let's do it. Now's the time. This says that it looks like he was generational wealth. That's all smoke and mirrors. That's a thief and liar card. I don't think he has the finances, not to the level that he needs to invest. He's hoping that you can help him eventually. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, so it just says that it's because he doesn't have it to invest. Call his bluff, love. Call his bluff. That thief and liar card that's an advice. Call his bluff. Exactly, Joe. All blow and no go. That's crazy. I just wish people would be honest. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Don't make promises. All right, Miss Charlotte, may I get a message, please, from my guides? Yes, you may. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, we like those cards. Getting better with your intuition. You're in a really good place right now. You're like, where do I go? New contract. But you're a little afraid to do it. You got a lot of twos in here. Are you looking? You feel stuck. Why do you feel stuck? You want to move? You need better options. Miss Charlotte? You're a little tempted to stay where you're at. You really want to move. You don't like this change idea. A lot of memories. I know. A lot of memories where you're at. But you need to start over. Fresh start. So they're encouraging you. That's okay. That's done in the past. All right. So, Miss Charlotte, if you're thinking about moving. I don't know. You're kind of on the fence about it. I don't. You've been waiting for a sign from the creator to tell you if it's okay. It's okay. No more fear. Just do it. You're holding on to memories. And I understand the emotional attachment to things. I totally get it. But this is a move forward. Continue in order to complete your mission and keep going and make new contracts. You're looking at more options. You're dragging your feet. Yeah. They're just saying do it. Do it. Talk to a realtor. See what your options are. Just, you know, whether that's a big move out of state or not, I didn't go that far, but I think that you're looking into moving away from your property. It's been on your mind. All right, so baby, here we go. Will my hubby finish his trip this week without something breaking down? Well, we're going to manifest it. Everything's working. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, he did enough work on it that he'll be able to complete his week. Is he already thinking about doing something else to it? It's going to hold its own. He's been working on it. It's almost like he wants to do something else. Well, tell him don't do it during the week. Wait till he gets home. Yeah, this is going to hold out. This is worried about the balance of the truck. I don't know what that means. I know what he does for a living, but I have no idea what it means mechanically, what is off balance. He'll be fine because you're going to manifest him getting home. I don't know. He's just tempted to work on it while he's out on the road. This is just not a good idea. I think that if he starts taking stuff apart, it's going to get nasty and ugly. It's like, leave it. Leave it till he gets home. He will get home. Just don't start taking stuff off because I don't think he's going to get it back on there, if that makes sense. Okay. Miss Sharon. My Marine grandson is coming to my house Saturday, bringing two of his friends. Will it be a good visit? No drama. They're Marines, so they're crazy. A married one, I know. You just set your boundaries, honey. Good visit. No drama. Will it be a success? Yeah, he's meant to come home because he can't tell you where he's going in the future. This is going to be a beautiful visit. Keep him busy, though. Keep them busy. Don't let them sit and stew on what's to come. Kind of keep them occupied before they leave. Give them some options of things that they might be able to do. Some activities. I don't mean put them to work, but give them some things that they can be doing. Keep their minds occupied because they're heading out again and they have to be very secretive about it. But it's a world mission. It'll be a good mission. There's no danger here. I don't see that. Enjoy your time with him. But as far as them and their personalities, they need to be kept busy. And well, that's true anyway, but kind of give them some options. I don't get drama. I don't get anything negative, but you need to keep them busy because if they get idle, that's when their minds start turning. They could start drinking and doing crazy stuff. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh, you're welcome, baby. Get some rest, honey. We're praying for you. All right. Miss Bonita's got the next one. What does Spirit want me to know for the week, please? And thank you. Okay. Let me refresh this coffee page before I forget. All right, Bonita, let's take a look. Who's having a birthday? I can't keep track of birthdays. Well, whoever's having a birthday, happy birthday. Bonita, how is your week gonna go? Let me guess, on the road again? That makes sense. They were showing me detours, temperance. Bonita, do you or your husband have heart issues? There's something that's creeping back in here. Well, financially, you're having a great week. It's beautiful. You might have to be a little more patient navigating around the world here because I know you travel. Might be some detours because of military operations. Yeah, there's a lot of military going on here, but it's all good. It's all good. Financially, you are doing fabulous. You're having a great week. This is what concerns me. Has someone no heart issues? There's something internal that's bothering because they try to make me feel it. Maybe it's a heart issue, not physically, but emotionally. Somebody's been bothered by something. Because this is inner turmoil. And I was feeling it before I pulled that card, and I'm like, what is that? It could just be an internal battle of something you're struggling with. Maybe it's decisions that have been made, or I don't know. There's just a struggle there. Overall, you're having a beautiful week. I just don't want to see anyone hold on to this energy from the past. I mean, it could be anticipating a rough week. Maybe you just had a rough week and you don't want that to happen again. Release anything negative that are concerns. You may have a few detours. Things are slowing down a little bit because you're going to run into a lot of military activity. And they're going to say, you need to go around. And yeah, it's just this card. I just can't put my finger on what it is. But it's stress, it's turmoil, something internal. Take a deep breath, do some meditation, clear all that out. You and hubby. Okay. All right. JD's got another one. I know she's gone, but she's got a reading tomorrow. I can give her the answers then. Any messages from spirit? Yeah, you have a reading tomorrow. All right. Let's see. Ugh. Lots of swords. Lots of, my gosh. Okay. All right, Jen. Messages from spirit. Okay, you need to continue on your mission. You do these prayer things with your family and stuff like that. You need to continue them because you're really helping the majority of them. But there is someone in your family that talks behind your back. I don't know what she's trying to accomplish by doing all this. But I get it's more of a jealousy thing. You need to keep doing it, keep up with it, because it is helping. It's propelling your family forward spiritually. It's building their faith. Absolutely keep speaking and using your voice. But this is a warning that somebody that is in your group has been talking and it's not kind. But don't let that prevent you from continuing to do it. Okay. And it's a female. Okay. Yeah. But you're good. You're good. You're just gonna keep doing your thing. You're just gonna bless them anyway. I almost get that it's a jealousy thing. Or they're just not connecting spiritually and not seeing the results that everyone else is, so therefore they're jealous. Okay. There you go, Terry. See? God, isn't he great? All right. We got 4 more. Miss Mary, can I please have a message from Divine Spirit? Divine, yes, Divine, you may. Miss Mary, other than getting you moved and out of that crazy neighborhood you live in, my goodness. Mary? Okay. Oh boy. Mary, you got a sister that's about to drain the life out of you? She was doing fine, and now, honey, you're just going to have to tell her, look, I cannot fix your problems. This is a sibling card that is wearing you out. And it's a sister. There's a female here. She was doing great. Is she leaning on you a little too hard? It's almost like that she's back to her old tricks. These are temptations. She's gotten in with this dude that's got her right back to doing crap. Don't let him use you for money. All I get is that you have a sister that is draining the life out of you because they can't stop doing what they've been doing. Because every time she gets fixed, then she finds these dudes that get her right back into something. I don't know if that makes sense. But she wears you out. Your wacko sister wants you to join Matt Rife's club. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. Set your boundaries, honey. Set your boundaries. Oh my gosh. She's obsessed with him. Yeah. Yeah. Just say, thanks, but no thanks. Or you could say FO, but maybe you're nicer than me. Oh, goodness. Don't be afraid to use your voice, Miss Mary. All right. Doreen, you've got the next one, love. Will my estranged daughter and I heal before I pass over? Wings goes, go ahead. I'm going to pull cards. You do the healing for yourself. We're going to see what the cards say, but I want you to heal your own heart. Do forgiveness for you. Okay? And release all of that. And you continue to pray for her. You'll be surprised. But you're doing your self healing. All right, so let's see. It's been an ongoing process. You working on it. Boomer, you look crazy over there. He's just all sprawled out. Right, you've been working on this relationship with this page. You've had a falling out. You want to reverse it? Yes, you will. It's going to take a good long conversation, but it will be wrapped up because you are praying and God's going to show her the light. No, it tells you that this is your voice. You're going to have to reach out. Okay? Feeling in your heart. I think you already know. So we're going to keep manifesting, just keep sending love, 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 love. But God is saying, okay, enough me time. Reach out. This will complete. This is a success. All right. Speak your mind, speak your I'm not saying this is a bitch session. I'm just saying you're going to call or text and you're just going to say, I want you to know that I'm thinking of you and I love you very much. And I'm so sorry that things have gone the way they have. So it's okay to take the initiative. What she does with that is her own business. But this says that, yeah, you take the initiative and do it. God's going to see to it. All right. You can do it. You'll find balance. All right. You will. All right. Because it's not about revenge. You just need to balance out that energy. Okay. You got this. All that good love energy. All right. Here we go. A couple more. Miss Lisa. Aloha. Okay. If questions reopen, well, they didn't, but I'm answering it. I saw it and I started. Okay. What did I see flying near the airport yesterday? A bird, a plane, a Superman. An osprey? Are the Marines out? They're the only ones that fly those. Large drones. What were they doing? Well, let's take a peek. I have to stop and tell you something, Miss Lisa. Wings just reminded me. So there's a GCR reset protocol that they have so many countries in certain batches that they're doing them in order. I want you to know that Hawaii is listed as a separate country, not a state, as its own sovereign land, which tells me, read between the lines and the signs, I think they're going to give the Hawaiians back to the natives for its own kingdom. I just found it fascinating and I wanted to tell you. Okay. Just curious. Doreen, it is her stuff. You've done all you can do, honey. Ospreys. Are they drones? Yeah, it's what I thought. It was cleanup. They taking somebody down. They already have. Smoke and mirrors. It's a military operation. It's going to continue. It's going to take a while to do. Hawaii's got some pretty nasty history there. Okay. Smoke and mirrors. So they might tell people that it's large drones, but it's not. It's military operation. It's going well. The truth is going to eventually come out, but it's a good positive thing. It's not the bad guys doing anything. This is all cleanup. They're taking them down. Okay. To return Hawaii. I love this. Completely turn Hawaii with the dolphins back to happily ever after. Serve justice. That's okay. That's beautiful. Yeah, I read that about Hawaii and I'm like, why in the world would they separate Hawaii? And then I thought, oh no, if they give it back to the natives and give it as a kingdom, they would be sovereign. Yeah, exactly. Very interesting. Sovereignty. That's beautiful. It may take a while, but hey, I think they should. It's no different than Native Americans. Um, Obviously, they're not going to get all the land back, but if we could just get back what we were promised and not thrown on a reservation and forgotten about. We have a lot of humanitarian stuff to do, don't we? Okay. Terry, I wonder if it's not Atlantis because Atlantis is in the Atlantic, but Hawaii is Mu, meaning Lemuria. I mean, you could be right, but I think that Mu is in the Pacific. Lisa, I would watch for comms with your governor going to the Vatican. Watch for some comms. Let's see what comes out of it. All right, guys. A final question. We have someone new. That's a little sus, my guy. Interesting name. Well, welcome. I'm dating someone who's 36 now and I'm 24. We started dating when I was 19, but my family doesn't approve of the age gap. Is there something you can see in the future? Will they come around? Well, there's 10 years between me and my husband. You're an adult. Okay, I will pull cards. Yeah, Terry, I think, Lemuria was Pacific. Just curious. But that would make sense that the Hawaiian Islands, and that would make it a sovereign nation. All right. What is this relationship going to be? Now, if I give you rotten, stinking news and it doesn't work out, don't kill the messenger. I just tell you the truth. Is this relationship going to work out? If it does, will her family come around? All right, so we're looking into the future. That's what that card means. Looking into the horizon. What's a coming? You're going to be fine. But the problem is your relationship's fine. I mean, you're going to be successful. Everything looks great. The problem is convincing your family will happen. I see. I understand what they're trying to say. It's going to happen, but it is going to be such a slow and painful process that it's going to drive you crazy. So this is where you just whatever. Well, just let them go. Let them do their thing. You are an adult, okay? You will have a good relationship, but they're worried about you not being taken care of and that kind of stuff. No, you've got happily ever after. Okay, move forward with your life. Be happy by yourself with your partner. Just be happy. They'll either get on board or they won't. It says that they will, but it is going to take a long, painful thing. Okay. All right. You do you, boo. That's all I got to say. These are all beautiful cards except for the extremely long process. Be patient. It's your family's problem, not yours. You are a grown ass adult. Do your thing. If you're happy, you're not being harmed, you like your life, then you go do your thing. Cards agree. They're either going to get on board now or later or never. Not your problem. But I'm just a stickler for saying it like it is. Okay. Let me refresh coffees one more time. All right. We're good on the coffee page. All right. We're good to go. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Oh, I don't think I did Jeff's question. Jeff emailed me a question. Jeff, if you're listening or will be listening, let me do Jeff's question. Bring the camera back up here. Jeff, maybe I did at the beginning of the show. I don't think I did. Jeff has asked, will his humanitarian projects be successful to help his community? I want to make sure that I get Jeff's question done. I can email him the answer, but let's do it this way. Jeff's humanitarian projects be successful to help his community. Well, I think we can all have to brace ourselves for that, Wings. He said some adjustments might have to be made because of local government wanting control. Oh, doesn't that sound familiar? Okay, so you just want to move people into a better position. Yeah, absolutely. Going to make good deals. I like the fact that because Trump's going to pave the way, you're going to have to take a leadership role. You cannot sit back and let them control you. Okay? This is the government that you're dealing with. So Wings, when he's saying that you might have local interference, because they want to be the leaders. They want to be the one to dictate where the money goes. I don't think so. Jeff, you're going to be fine. But this is a strategic move. Say, hey, I've got so much money for these projects for the city. And they'll say, well, can we have some money for us? I don't trust these bastards, okay? No, you're going to be calling the shots of where the money goes. So what they might do is tie you up in a court and say, well, don't give them the permits. Okay, fine. That's all right. See how this works? Then you go out and you use your voice strategically, get on the news and tell the local public, well, I was going to build you this and do all this for you, but your city council told me no. Now go tell them. Oh, yes, we are going to ruffle feathers, and that's okay. You will be successful, but expect some backlash from the government, not the people, until we get these bad actors out who are just money hungry and control freaks. It might be a little rough for a while, but you can handle this. Okay? You got this, Jeff. It's going to be all right. We encourage you. And we all may run into this problem. That's okay. They've never dealt with a family full of nothing but black sheep family members, right? Rock, no shoes. Come on now. All right. Well, I survived. All right, darling. Well, did you get the matching purse? That's all I want to know. You gotta be matching. Right? Earrings, lipstick. We're rooting for you. Oh, I bet you do hope it sticks. It will. It will. If I text you at 2 a.m. and say that damn song is still in my head, then okay. Good. You got your purse. All right. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Tomorrow I got private readings, but I'll meet you back here on Wednesday for more Q&A. So bring your questions. Eyes will be here. All right. All right, guys. Have a very blessed Monday. Keep on keeping on. This morning's message was just keep going because you're doing fine. All right. I got faith in you. And I love you. And I lobe you. And all that good stuff. If you're new here and don't know the lobe story, I won't tell it right now, but maybe someday. All right, guys. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the cooler weather if you have some. It's nice. Now I have to go get that song out of my head. Thanks so much, Rock. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I'll see you in the morning for oracles. Okay. Until then, love ya. Bye.